Against the vast expanse of the Pacific, 6 American F-4F Wildcats cut through the serene blue sky. Below, torpedo bombers fly in formation, their dark silhouettes stark against the sun-drenched ocean. Fluffy white clouds drift lazily, painting a deceptive picture of peace on this June day in 1942. Unbeknownst to the eye, the tranquility of the scene masks the imminent clash of titans. The vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean stretches endlessly under a deceptively peaceful sky. Without warning, the sun glints ominously as 15 Japanese A-6M Zeros emerge from its blinding glare. Like a swarm of angry hornets, the Zeros begin their deadly descent. The Wildcats, caught unaware, become the prey in a sudden, desperate fight for survival. Engines scream as the Zeros dive, their shadows racing across the waves below. The serene horizon transforms into a battlefield in a heartbeat, the air thick with impending doom. Inside the Wildcat cockpit, Lieutenant Commander John Jimmy Thach's determined gaze reflects the harsh daylight. His hands, firm and experienced, grip the controls of the aircraft. Beads of sweat glisten on his forehead, betraying the intense pressure of the moment. The cockpit is a symphony of dials and switches, each reflecting the urgency of their mission. Jimmy Thach's focused expression speaks volumes of his resolve amidst the chaos. The roar of the engine vibrates through the Wildcat's cockpit as Thach leans into his radio, his gaze sweeping the endless sky. The vast expanse of the sky surrounds Thach, a silent battlefield where every shadow could conceal danger. Let's try the weave, Thach commands, his voice sharp and focused against the mechanical symphony. Ensign, Robert. Dib's voice crackles back, clear and unwavering. Roger that. The Wildcat banks sharply, responding to Thach's practiced touch, the dance of survival commencing high above the clouds. Above the endless shimmer of the Pacific, the Wildcats begin their dance, weaving a figure 8 against the bright canvas of the sky. Sunlight glints off their wings as they maneuver, a ballet of defiance in the face of impending danger. Like shadows unleashed, the Japanese Zeros appear, their sleek silhouettes cutting through the clear sky. Each Zero is a predator, relentless in pursuit, their presence a stark threat to the Wildcat's fragile formation. The hum of engines intensifies, a growing chorus of impending conflict echoing across the vast expanse of the ocean. The dance of death begins, with the Wildcats and Zeros locked in a deadly embrace high above the shimmering Pacific. High above the vast Pacific, a Japanese Zero fighter zeroes in on Dib's Wildcat, a predator stalking its prey. The Zero swiftly closes the distance, its intent clear and deadly. A sudden roar disrupts the deadly pursuit. Thach, a guardian angel of the skies, boldly cuts across the Zero's path, a defiant act of courage. Thach's guns blaze, spitting hot lead and fire, challenging the enemy's advance with a thunderous roar. Against the vast expanse of the Pacific, a sudden storm of tracers erupts, painting fiery streaks across the sky. A blinding flash as the first Zero explodes, a monstrous bloom of orange consuming the blue. The ocean reflects the inferno, a momentary mirror of destruction before the smoke obscures all. Burning debris rains down, a dark shower plummeting towards the unforgiving sea. Each splash marks a fallen piece, disappearing beneath the waves as if swallowed by the deep. Ripples spread, a silent testament to the chaos that once tore through the tranquil sky. Above the vast, churning expanse of the Pacific, a fierce aerial ballet unfolds. A Japanese Zero spirals downwards, defeated, leaving a trail of smoke against the endless blue. American pilots execute the Thach Weave, a dance of death against impossible odds. Sunlight glints off the wings of fighters locked in a deadly embrace high above the waves. Each maneuver is a desperate gamble, each second a fight for survival in the merciless sky. Against a seemingly endless swarm, the American pilots stand their ground, courage against overwhelming force. Inside the Wildcat cockpit, Thach's hands move with practiced ease, expertly maneuvering his aircraft. His eyes, sharp and focused, constantly scan the vast expanse of the sky, searching for any sign of threat. A picture of calm amidst the potential storm, Thach embodies the essence of a natural leader. His confident demeanor belies the high-stakes tension of aerial combat, a silent promise of protection to those under his command. High above the endless blue of the Pacific, a fierce aerial battle unfolds. Zeros plummet from the sky, trails of smoke marking their descent into the unforgiving sea. The once feared myth of their invincibility shatters like fragile ice. Each crashing plane echoes a growing vulnerability, a tide turning in the vast expanse. The relentless dogfight paints a canvas of destruction against the serene horizon. Whispers of doubt now ride the wind, carried across the waves where legends once reigned. Inside the Wildcat cockpit, Dib fights for his life, his every move a desperate dance against death. He clings to Thach's support, their teamwork his only lifeline. The aerial weave demands every ounce of Dib's skill and courage. Each moment is a relentless struggle, the sky a canvas of life and death. After what seems like an eternity of relentless fighting, the surviving Zeros finally break formation. The enemy planes, battered and scarred, begin the retreat across the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean. Exhaustion hangs heavy in the air as the remaining pilots watch their adversaries disappear into the horizon. A moment of strained silence descends, broken only by the distant drone of engines fading away. Inside the cramped Wildcat cockpit, a shared breath of relief passes between Thach and Dib. Sunlight glints off the sweat-streaked faces of the two pilots, a testament to their harrowing ordeal. They exchange a silent, knowing glance, understanding the precariousness of their survival. The battered instrument panel reflects the chaos they've just endured, a stark reminder of their near-death experience. A fragile calm descends as they acknowledge the odds they've overcome, their bond strengthened by shared adversity. The vast blue sky outside the cockpit window serves as a backdrop to their miraculous survival, a promise of hope amidst the vastness. Above the vast Pacific, battered wildcats struggle homeward, their weary silhouettes stark against the bright sky. Each plane leaves a dark trail of smoke, a testament to the fierce battle fought and survived. The aircraft carrier awaits on the horizon, a beacon of hope and safety in the endless blue. The wounded wildcats press on, their journey a poignant dance between survival and the call of home. In a flashback to the summer of 1941, Thach sits hunched over his kitchen table, lost in thought. The table in his Coronado, California, quarters is a chaotic landscape of matchsticks and paper scraps. The dim light casts long shadows, emphasizing the intensity of his focus. Each matchstick seems deliberately placed, a silent testament to his meticulous mind. The air is thick with the untold stories etched on every scrap of paper. Inside Thach's quarters, an intense focus fills the air as he meticulously arranges matchsticks on the table. Each matchstick represents a plane, carefully positioned in elaborate aerial combat scenarios. His brow furrows with deep concentration, the weight of strategy etched upon his face. The silence of the room amplifies his focused energy, a silent battle playing out on the tabletop. Inside Thach's dimly lit quarters, a palpable tension hangs in the air, thick with unspoken worries. Margaret observes her husband, her gaze a blend of concern and deep-seated admiration. The weight of Thach's obsession with defeating the Zero casts a long shadow across the room. Her eyes reflect a silent understanding of the relentless drive that consumes him. A subtle, almost imperceptible tremor runs through her as she contemplates the stakes. The room feels heavy with the unspoken fear of what his quest might demand. Inside his Spartan quarters, Thach is a whirlwind of thought, his brow furrowed in concentration. Intelligence reports flicker in his mind's eye, each detail a potential key. He mentally dissects the Zero's design, searching for the chink in its armor. Each diagram, each spec sheet, becomes a piece of a deadly puzzle. The weight of his mission presses down, the fate of his squadron hanging in the balance. In his dimly lit quarters, Thach hunches intently over stacks of documents, his brow deeply furrowed in concentration. Accounts from the flying tigers in China filled the table, each page a testament to daring aerial combat. He pores over their tactics, absorbing every detail like a sponge, visualizing each maneuver. Determination hardens his gaze as he internalizes their strategies, preparing for battles yet to come. The weight of future engagements settles upon him as he mentally prepares to face the enemy. In the dimness of Thach's quarters, a sudden spark of insight flickers in his eyes, chasing away the shadows. His hands move with newfound purpose, a silent dance of intellect unfolding in the arrangement of humble matchsticks. Each matchstick becomes a symbol, a piece of a puzzle now aligning to reveal a hidden truth. The air crackles with anticipation as Thach meticulously crafts a new formation, a revelation in miniature. The matchsticks cast long, dancing shadows, mirroring the complex calculations unfolding in Thach's mind. A triumphant glint ignites in his eyes, the final matchstick falling into place, completing the picture of a breakthrough. Thach's eyes gleam with sudden inspiration as he strides through his confined quarters. His mind races, a plan forming in the depths of his gaze. A determined glint hardens his expression as he stops, resolving a difficult decision. "Margaret, I think I've got it," he declares, his voice ringing with newfound confidence. "If we can't beat them alone, we'll beat them together." Inside the Naval Air Station, sunlight floods the conference room, illuminating a sea of uniformed officers. Dust motes dance in the radiant beams, each officer focused intently on the front of the room. John Thach, young and filled with zeal, stands before a chalkboard covered in tactical diagrams. He gestures passionately, his energy cutting through the room as he unveils his strategy. The diagrams on the chalkboard hint at a daring plan, a glimmer of hope amidst the tension. Thach's earnest expression conveys the weight of his idea, his eyes reflecting both determination and vulnerability. Under the harsh hum of fluorescent lights, a room brims with maps and charts, each a silent testament to looming conflict. Two naval officers are hunched over a strategic table, their brows furrowed with worry as they dissect the unfolding crisis. The air is thick with unspoken fears as they contemplate impossible choices, the weight of command heavy on their shoulders. One officer breaks the tense silence, his voice laced with doubt. "It's unconventional, Thach." He acknowledges the grim reality, the chilling truth hanging in the air. But the Zero is unbeatable in a dogfight. The Naval Air Station pulsates with frenetic energy. Phones jangle. Officers stride purposefully across the room. Fluorescent lights cast a harsh glow on charts and maps, each a silent witness to the unfolding drama. Tension hangs thick in the air as Thach steps forward, his determination cutting through the noise. Thach gestures emphatically, his eyes blazing with conviction. "That's exactly why we need to change the rules," Thach retorts, his voice ringing with urgency. "We need to use teamwork to overcome their individual superiority," he declares, a challenge thrown down amidst the chaos. In the tense confines of the Naval Air Station, doubt hangs heavy in the air as the officers remain unconvinced. Uneasy glances are exchanged, unspoken reservations swirling among the seasoned men. A palpable reluctance fills the room, each officer grappling with the weight of their decision. Hesitation etched deeply on their faces, they weigh the potential consequences of the untested theory. A heavy silence punctuates the air as the decision hangs in the balance, fraught with uncertainty. Finally, with visible reluctance, the officers concede, agreeing to let Thach test his daring theory in the upcoming training exercises. Under the vast sky, Thach leads a squadron of wildcats into the rigorous dance of Thach Weave training. Silverbirds twist and turn, mirroring the sun as they execute complex maneuvers. The pilots strain, their focused eyes reflecting the intensity of the aerial ballet. Challenges abound as the squadron fights to master the intricate weave. Each turn, each dive, tests their skill and resolve against the boundless expanse of the sky. Inside the Wildcat's cockpit, Dib's initial skepticism slowly dissolves as he listens intently. Thach gestures, explaining the Thach Weave, his words igniting a spark of understanding in Dib's eyes. A glimmer of excitement flickers across Dib's face as he begins to grasp the potential of the maneuver. In the adjacent Wildcat, Thach nods, his expression a mask of steely determination. A bond forms between them, forged in the crucible of aerial combat, a close working relationship taking flight. Under the dim glow of a lone lamp, Thach pores over charts, his face etched with determination. The Thach Weave takes shape on the table, a meticulously crafted dance of aerial combat. The distant hum of engines permeates the night, a constant reminder of the looming conflict. He envisions the Zero, a formidable adversary in the skies above. Each adjustment, each calculation, is a step towards ensuring his pilot's survival. Thach's brow furrows deeper as he refines the tactic, driven by the weight of responsibility. In the briefing room, sunlight illuminates dust motes, dancing in the air, casting a stark light on the tense faces of the assembled pilots. Thach stands tall, a figure of authority before the eager yet anxious squadron, the weight of Midway heavy in the air. Behind Thach, a large map of the Pacific looms, a silent testament to the vastness of the impending conflict. The grim determination etched on each pilot's face speaks volumes, a mixture of excitement and apprehension swirling within them. The room is thick with a palpable tension, the air heavy with the unspoken realities of war and the sacrifices to come. The briefing room is shrouded in shadow, the air thick with unspoken anxieties. A holographic display casts an eerie glow upon the faces gathered, each etched with concern. The weight of the mission presses down, heavy and palpable. Thach's voice cuts through the tension, a beacon of resolve in the dimness. Remember the weave, Thach emphasizes, his gaze sweeping across the room. Stick together, and we'll make it through this, he vows, a promise echoing in the silence. Engines roaring in perfect unison, the Wildcats ascend one by one from the aircraft carrier's deck, their mission beginning. Banking gracefully eastward, the fighter squadron forms its battle array against the vast, shimmering Pacific. The sun catches the wings of the warplanes, turning them into streaks of brilliant light as they race towards Midway. The approaching Japanese fleet awaits, unseen beyond the horizon, as the Wildcats surge forward, harbingers of a looming clash. On the deck of the Japanese aircraft carrier, admirals and pilots swarm like bees, their movements sharp and purposeful. A palpable energy surges through the air as the final preparations for the attack on Midway unfold. Each officer carries himself with an air of invincibility, their faces reflecting unwavering confidence. The rising sun glints off polished metal and determined eyes, mirroring the high stakes and ambition. Engines roar to life, a symphony of power promising imminent triumph and conquest. A shared glance among the leaders seals their conviction. Victory at Midway is assured. Inside the bustling Japanese aircraft carrier, a frenzy of activity unfolds as mechanics prepare warplanes for imminent takeoff. The air crackles with anticipation and the mechanical symphony of a war machine. A Japanese pilot, barely out of his youth but radiating confidence, casually leans against a sleek Zero fighter. His smug grin hints at the unwavering belief in his aircraft's superiority. He scoffs, dismissing the enemy's capabilities with youthful arrogance. Those American planes, mere toys. His eyes gleam with unwavering pride as he declares, "The Zero is unmatched." They cannot even begin to compare. The Pacific Ocean extends endlessly, a stage set for an impending showdown. Two colossal fleets, American and Japanese, emerge on the horizon, steel giants converging for battle. A palpable tension hangs in the air, thick with the weight of unspoken commands and imminent conflict. The sea mirrors the grim determination etched onto the faces of countless sailors, each a cog in the war machine. Sunlight glints off polished guns and steel decks, a silent promise of the storm about to break. The ocean, vast and indifferent, awaits the clash of titans, the fate of nations hanging in the balance. Above the vast Pacific, the aerial ballet of war begins. American dive bombers plunge towards the decks of Japanese carriers. A swarm of wildcats fiercely engage the agile Zeros in a deadly dance among the clouds. Explosions erupt on the carrier decks as bombs find their mark, sending plumes of smoke and fire skyward. Machine gun fire rips through the air as the fighters weave and dodge, each pilot locked in a desperate struggle for survival. Against the backdrop of the endless ocean, the fate of nations hangs in the balance, decided by courage and steel. Above the endless expanse of the Pacific, American fighter planes dance in a deadly ballet, weaving and turning against the enemy. The Thach Weave, a revolutionary aerial tactic, transforms the sky into a strategic chessboard. Tracer rounds streak across the blue, each burst a testament to the shifting tides of war. Zeros, once dominant, now fall from the sky, their fiery descent marking a turning point. American pilots, with newfound confidence, press their advantage, reshaping the aerial battlefield. Inside the Wildcat's cockpit, Thach's face is a mask of grim determination as he maneuvers through the chaotic sky. Another Zero falls from the sky, a testament to Thach's lethal skill and unwavering resolve. He fights with the ferocity of a cornered lion, every move calculated, every shot aimed true. In the heart of the battle, Thach is not just fighting for his life, but for the very survival of his country. Across the vast expanse of the Pacific, a fierce battle unfolds, the air thick with smoke and the roar of engines. Planes dart and weave, leaving trails of fire as the tide of war begins to shift. American pilots, with unwavering resolve, seize the advantage, their machines cutting through the enemy ranks. Explosions bloom like deadly flowers against the blue canvas of the sky, marking the turning point. Hope flickers amidst the chaos as the Americans push forward, the promise of victory hanging in the balance. Under the harsh glare of fluorescent lights, Japanese admirals gather around a large table, their expressions a mask of shock and disbelief. Charts and maps, once symbols of meticulous planning, are now scattered across the table, reflecting the chaos of shattered strategies. The weight of impending defeat hangs heavy in the air, a palpable tension that silences the bustling command center. Each admiral grapples with the crushing realization their meticulously crafted plans are unraveling before their very eyes. The fluorescent lights hum, a stark reminder of the cold reality sinking in their strategic advantage is slipping away. The vast Pacific sky is filled with the thunderous roar of American dive bombers descending, trails of smoke marking their deadly path. Engines scream as the planes target the Japanese carriers below, the ocean stretching endlessly beneath them. Direct hits shatter the decks of the carriers, metal twisting and groaning under the relentless assault. Explosions erupt in violent fury, engulfing the ships in towering infernos that claw at the sky. Plumes of thick black smoke billow upwards, painting a grim tableau of destruction against the clear blue horizon. The once proud Japanese fleet is now crippled, burning and listing precariously in the immense ocean, a testament to the devastating power unleashed upon them. Across the vast expanse of the Pacific, the defeated Japanese ships retreat, wounded and trailing smoke. Behind them, the ocean's surface is marred by burning wreckage, a testament to the fierce battle. Floating debris bobs amidst the waves, silent markers of loss and destruction. Thick plumes of smoke rise into the clear sky, painting a grim masterpiece of defeat. The sun casts an eerie glow on the scene, highlighting the stark contrast between the beauty of the ocean and the horror of war, a silent tableau of devastation, where the echoes of battle linger in the air. Above the vast Pacific, American pilots guide their planes homeward, silhouettes against the shimmering ocean. Weariness etches their faces, yet triumph gleams in their eyes as they navigate toward the distant aircraft carriers. The sun beats down on the wings of the planes, each mile a testament to their daring victory. Beneath them, the Pacific stretches endlessly, a silent witness to the day's fierce battle and hard-won return. Thach is escorted from his aircraft, a figure of quiet triumph amidst the activity. A hero's welcome erupts on the deck of the aircraft carrier, sailors cheering and applauding. He offers a modest wave, acknowledging the crowd with a humble smile. The Thach Weave, his innovative tactic, has become a symbol of hope, a turning point in the war, forged from ingenuity and courage, unfolds on the deck. On the deck of the aircraft carrier, Dib nods, his face breaking into a sincere smile. He reaches out to Thach, his hand extended in a gesture of profound respect. Thach grasps Dib's hand firmly, his eyes mirroring their shared trials. "Thank you, Thach, for your leadership and your innovative tactics," Dib says, his voice filled with genuine gratitude. Their hands remain clasped, embodying a bond strengthened through shared leadership and tactical ingenuity. A silent understanding passes between them, a testament to a lasting alliance forged in the crucible of experience. In the briefing room, Thach dominates the space, his presence commanding attention as he stands before the assembled squadrons. With a pointer in hand, he elucidates the Thach Weave, a novel aerial combat tactic, its complexities unfolding under his guidance. His voice resonates with the gravity of experience, carefully balancing the tactic's advantages against its inherent dangers. The pilots, a sea of focused faces, absorb each word, their futures hanging in the balance of this crucial briefing. Across the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean, a new dance of war begins to unfold. The Thach Weave emerges, a pattern of aerial combat weaving through the skies. American pilots embrace the maneuver, transforming it into a signature tactic. The skies buzz with daring maneuvers, a testament to innovation amidst the fierce battles of the Pacific theater. Pale light barely penetrates the depths of the concrete Japanese bunker, casting long shadows. Saburo Sakai, a Japanese ace pilot, is a figure of intense concentration, hunched over a tactical map. Lines of strategy are etched on his brow, a testament to battles fought and battles to come. Respect and frustration war within him, a silent acknowledgement of the enemy's skill. He traces a finger along the map, contemplating the aerial dance of death. With a sigh, Saburo acknowledges, "The Thach Weave. It is effective, even against the zero." In the dim light of his quarters, Thach sits alone at his kitchen table, shadows dancing across his weary face. His eyes are distant, haunted by the echoes of Midway, the battle replaying in the theater of his mind. The weight of command presses down on his shoulders, evident in the set of his jaw and the slump of his posture. Yet, amidst the exhaustion, a quiet resolve flickers, a spark of determination refusing to be extinguished. "I know that the war is far from over, but I have made a difference," he thinks. A silent vow echoing in the stillness of the night. Margaret steps into Thach's quarters, her presence immediately brightening the austere space. The room, previously filled with a palpable tension, seems to exhale at her arrival. She offers Thach a comforting smile, a silent promise of understanding and support. Her eyes reflect a shared burden, acknowledging the immense sacrifices they have both made for their country. The air stills, charged with unspoken emotions and a deep, abiding respect. Against the vast canvas of the Pacific, American pilots soar into legend. A montage begins, the Thach Weave cutting through the sky, a dance of death and defiance. Planes interweave, a ballet of aerial combat, each maneuver a testament to American skill. The skies become a tapestry of interwoven flight paths, each thread representing courage and innovation. The Thach Weave, more than a tactic, it's a symbol etched in the sky. American ingenuity and unwavering resilience take flight, forever bound in the heart of battle.